Richard Eyre and I originally wanted to do a play together called Ghost, an Ibsen play, which is a very dark, heavy piece. And there was another production happening at the same time, and they got to the theater before we did, our production did. So we thought we can't have two productions of Ghosts in the West End.
We had to find an alternative. So I suggested Private Lives to her, and we both went off to bookshops to buy a copy of Private Lives to see if it was as good as we remembered.
I read 16 pages and I called Richard and I said, we got to do this. This is just too much fun to say no to.
I think it's a play that really is about the nature of sexual attraction.
Richard Eyre has never done a coward before, and he said, well, let's be fresh about this. Let's have some fun, which I think we have in the vein of a screwball comedy. It's sexy, it's funny, it's dangerous. I get to sing in it, I get to foxtrot, and I get to beat up Paul Gross 8 shows a week.
The one thing that I found in common, the character that I played in Slings and Arrows, is a bit of an anarchist, I think, but driven toward a certain kind of truth. And I think Elliot Chase is similar. Oh, I like his brains. I think he's extraordinarily funny. He is savage. He can be quite tender, but he's uncompromising, I think. And I like that, his inability to really just go along with convention.
She's, I think, been brought up to be very well behaved, in inverted commas, very obedient to the manners of the day and what's appropriate behaviour and what's not. And when she meets Elliot and comes up against how he behaves with Amanda, she just doesn't know what's hit her. So I think she's confounded by it. I just think it's such a funny journey of this lady who thinks she's got it all sorted and it's all organised and everything's nice and tidy in her life, and then just chaos ensues.
Victor is sort of old school English. He wears old school English clothes and he thinks that people should be decent and proper. And he goes to find Amanda in Paris and says, come on, we need to talk about this. We need to find out what on earth we're going to do about it, because that's the way you do it. You don't just run off, you sort things out.
It was very important for me to cast actors who were, very attractive and very attractive physically, but attractive mentally, meaning actors who have a great intelligence and wit about them.
I don't think there's a major playwright who is pound for pound as funny as Coward. I don't think anyone put pen to paper where every line is actually potentially hilarious.
I was just saying to someone else, it feels like the U.S. Open on Broadway because we're going at each other,
Some nights it's a little bit like boxing.
They end up having a fight at the end of the play. She slaps me and I slap her bum and I shake her about a bit and throw her down on the ottoman. And my wife Susie was going, oh no, Victor and Sybil definitely, because they've got infected with the whole Amanda Elliot sort of love, passion, violence thing. I don't know, I can sort of see my wife's point. Maybe he has started to go, oh, enough of this sort of nice, cosy thing. I want a bit of Mediterranean passion.
We've had the best time working on this. We rehearsed in London for 3 weeks, and Paul and Kim are just absolutely fantastic. Great work ethics, and their chemistry together playing those two characters is really fantastic.
We could be in Bosnia or Bogota or 45th Street, and a theater is the theater, and the conversation with the audience is the same. And so, in a way, that's what I look forward to most, is just that nightly conversation with them.
I think it's funny, I think it's sexy, I think that it has entertainment to offer. People really have been enjoying the show. They've really loved it in London and in Toronto. So I'm really hoping that New Yorkers come out and take a look and enjoy what they see.